Well, hey, LPC, I am here with LPC's own field superintendent who is in charge of our project here. So can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and why you pursued a career as a contractor?
I was born and raised into a farming carpenter family. I'm a third generation carpenter. I roughed houses in when I was younger. Came to the city about 25 years ago. I say city, I'm from Ray County, so I'm not in the city. I've never lived in Kansas City. Joined the union 25 years ago, and I've been working up here for about 30 years. There's too much technology that changes the way we build things now and the way they are built.
Yeah. But just in a rough idea, how do we get from an idea of a building or a project, from that idea to completion, and where do you come in that process?
So I come in to make for sure everything is built correctly. I'm more so of the architects. It starts out with architects to begin with. So an architect comes to you guys have an idea. An architect puts it on paper. From the paper, then they come into what they'll classify as a submittal, which will be a standard of things that they want in it, from drywall to screws to whatever it is, HVAC units, electrical, so on and so forth. My job is to make for sure that that's put in correctly, that the type of material that they have specified gets put in correctly. I also go through drawings to make for sure that they overlay with the plumbing and the electrical and everything has its space. And then I'm in scheduling. So I'm in contact with every subcontractor every single day, making for sure they're here when I want them here, when they have room to be here. And then I schedule finishes. So the finish end of it is I make for sure that the paint's correct and everything is right on the project. And then I deal with my office if it becomes a situation that things need to change, then I start putting input and it starts from the bottom and goes to the top with me.
Well, tell us a little bit from your perspective about our LPC renovation project, and then any just thoughts you have about our church uniquely as you've gotten to work with us.
You guys have been extraordinarily well to work with. We've clicked. I mean, everybody, I usually see you guys, if not once or twice a day. I think you guys understand somewhat of the construction progress. I'm trying not to make anything a surprise. Pierce does 80% of all of our work is faith-based, so we deal with a lot of occupied buildings. We try to understand your guys' concerns as being a public fixture here, that the public comes in a lot on Sundays especially, but everything needs to be clean and neat, and we try to exceed that, and you guys have a great appreciation for the things that we've done here, which makes everybody try even harder. So
it's great.
But this has been a good project. I've enjoyed this project. It's a neat project, and getting to meet you guys.
So I'm just interested, from your perspective of being an expert builder, what have you gleaned just in terms of incorporating your faith with what you do, or spiritual insights you've learned just in general by being an expert builder who's a carpenter by trade?
Yeah. We see growth in churches a lot. Like I say, we are mostly faith-based. I've worked for Pierce for 9 years. Never really dabbled much into the churches as much until I came to work here. And the appreciation that you see through the congregation, and we discuss the soft barriers so people can see what they're getting in the tail end of it. With me being a carpenter, I enjoyed 5 years from now, I can drive by this building and know what we did on this building. And I bring guys in to do that, and you guys are in the same situation with this new facility. People will talk about the new facility, then they show up, and then next thing you know, they continue to bring more people in. So in my opinion, when churches grow, I feel like I have a part of that in a way. It's a small part, but it's a part that when people come in, they see the things that we've done. They know that you're trying to grow. They appreciate the things that you're doing. You're building this for more occupancy. This is going to bring more people in and make them feel more comfortable in the building. That's kind of the way I see that.
Yeah. Okay, last question. and it's a free for all. Just what if anything would you like to say to our church community? Just kind of your parting words.
My parting words. So, yeah, I would say my parting words would be I appreciate it, what everybody has done as far as donation wise to get this rolling for you guys to make it a better. You're uplifting the neighborhood to begin with, so that's a big key factor. You're also integrating systems to be able to house and support a bigger congregation. That's big, and I appreciate everybody picking Pierce so that I could get to work here because I thoroughly enjoyed the project, and I hope everything we've done is to everybody's satisfaction and they like the project. The whole goal is when we leave here that everybody is happy, that there's not a single person that dislikes what we have done. Some of that's out of my control, but I know that it will be done correctly and the quality will be there when we leave here.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Well, on behalf of the LPC church family, I just want to say thank you for the job you've done and the way you've led the Pierce team and all the subs, kind of for that vision of creating a place where people can come, they can bring folks, and that we can expand the mission and ministry from here. Thank you, Chris, and thank you, LPC.